me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Hey, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician and electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend it's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Lad McConkey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, in that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Lions at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Gibbs straight ahead. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Diggs going in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Call it no gain there, and it leads to to a 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And look at this. It's a fake. Well, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Hooker. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing. Hooker. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now 2nd and 9. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
At the Chargers' 12-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, it's Hooker. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kylan Granson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Herbert now. Complete to Johnston here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Hooker's going to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Deep to return is Darius Davis. This is fielded at the 27. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He finds his man. Complete. That's Holland. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shakes off the sack. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Ladd McConkey as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to follow here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 28, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 20-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Hooker. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw, Hooker. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Now Herbert following the turnover. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here, as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Here's Hooker. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Third down and 1. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Hooker going to try and throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. In motion right, that's Williams. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And they can't bring him down. Down the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, 38 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Herbert. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Anzalone, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit.
At the 14-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to the tight end, Laporta. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the give. Here's Gibbs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Junior Coastal on the tackle. First and goal at the 4.
Now they'll audible to something else. Gibbs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Hand off now to Gibbs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. But he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Herbert now. Finds Johnston. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Lions will take over. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 40 yards. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Booker to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Holland. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he gets it down to the 32. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.